Hello everyone, a pleasant greetings to all of you. I am James Luigi C. Capuz from AM19 and I am here to discuss the two genres of Greek drama, which is the Greek tragedy and comedy. Starting with the Greek tragedy, its origins date back to the 6th century BC and there are still unanswered concerns about their relationship to the deity Dionysus and his rituals. These plays were presented during yearly festivals as portrayed in sculptures, artwork, and literature. There are a number of tragedians, but three are thought to be the most well-known Greek tragic playwrights. Aeschylus who did the Persians, Seven Against Thebes, The Suppliants, and Prometheus Bound. Sophocles had 123 dramas with his best work, Oedipus the King or the Oedipus Rex. Euripides with his works like Medea, Electra, and Heracles. Tragedies frequently emphasize the struggle that broke down a family and the lone hero who had to face his own inevitability. Justice, fate, political power, and the dynamics of gender were all central to the plot's struggle. There are four main qualities of ancient Greek tragedy: the tragic hero who faces his own destiny by his mere dignity, tragic flaw, which is the human limitations of the hero or an error in judgment leading to the downfall, catastrophe, which is the horrible ending of the play, be it death or suicide, the central belief of destiny, which is the belief of the fact that the actions were preordained by the gods and the flaw was inevitable, and lastly is the chorus. Anagnorisis is a related term which is the point in a play or other piece of literature when a character learns a crucial fact. Usually it's about their true natures or the truth of their personal circumstances. Catharsis is also a term in Greek drama that was a concept of Aristotle as he defines it the release of pity and fear that a tragedy causes in the audience, where our emotions are educated, guided, and cleansed of excess and deficiency before being reduced to an intermediate state. And as I said earlier, ancient Greek tragedy first appeared in the 6th century BC. In Greek mythology, the god Dionysus, the son of Semele and Zeus, is known as the god of the grape harvest, symbolizing fertility and nature. The reason why the theatrical competitions called Dionysia were being held for the honor of the god Dionysus. And moving on to the Greek comedy, which began in the 6th century BC as well, ancient Greek comedy was a well-liked and significant genre of theater. Aristophanes and Menander, two of the most well-known playwrights of the day, made fun of the politicians, philosophers, and other intellectuals in their plays and those of their contemporaries. In addition to retaining their comedic tone, the plays also include data on the operations of Greek government, political institutions, legal systems, religious rituals, education, and the warfare in the Hellenic world, providing an indirect but vital insight into the Greek civilization in general. At important religious celebrations like the city of Dionysia and the Linnea in the 5th century BCE, plays were performed over the course of 3 days in competition. Comedic play was presented at the end of the day following the tragedy and satyr plays. It was one of the first five and then the last three comedies submitted for competition. 10 judges were picked at random to serve on the judging panel and they cast their votes by dropping pebbles into an urn. The final winner was then selected at random from 5 among urns. The term Old Comedy describes play created in the 5th century BCE. Citations from surviving pieces of older plays may be dated no earlier than with Acarnanians by Aristophanes being the first full play still in existence. The storyline of comedies typically strays far from historical accuracy in terms of time and location, leaping across vast distances and cutting between scenes quickly. A roller coaster journey of satire, parody, puns, exaggeration, colorful language, and vulgar humor is delivered through the combination of fantastical aspects like gigantic animals and unlikely disguises with references to the audience. In fact, as the plays were a common form of amusement, they exhibit some of the Greeks' common vocabulary which is uncommon in more solemn writing. A new kind of Greek comedy emerged somewhere in the late 4th century BCE. However, the change from old comedy may have been more gradual than the plays that have survived indicate. Some academics have proposed a transitional stage dubbed Middle Comedy. Aristophanes' final two plays undoubtedly have a different aesthetic from his earlier works and mark the start of a modern presentational era. The narrative of the play was more the center of this new comedy, which frequently featured repeated stock characters like chefs, soldier, pimps, and the smart slave. That is all, and thank you for watching.